More APC members could be sentenced to death. Tinubu breaks the silence, expose sponsors of the terrorists. Now, so then Bola Ahmed Tinubu knows that when talking about the sponsors of the terrorists, you're talking about APC. He knows, and he knows them by name. He knows them by location. I want you to pay attention to what has just been said by Odius Okalu. Then I will come back to you. Please pay attention to this video. It matters.
People, they use their houses to do this thing, including everybody involved, whether security agents, whether it's police, whether it's army, whether it's navy, air force, or lawyer. Anybody will be putting in that bill. We'll have to reappraise this bill said by a senior leader and push it up so that it will come to a real standard that will protect Nigerians. Nigerians have suffered in the hands of kidnappers. This must stop. I'm a Christian.
Thank you so much, Odius Okalu. But then I will say you yourself, you are also included. My lovers of freedom, you can now see that hand don't they touch them one by one. They don't they use their own hand, they put themselves into brigade. They don't they use their own hand, they expose themselves. Before they begin to point hand at them, they have started, vomiting the truth by themselves. My people, who told Odius Okalu that saying all of this will make them not to suspect him? He is also one of those Igbo man in Fulani man in Igbo skin. Yes, as if forgotten, many times he allocated farmland belonging to the Igbo people to Fulanis, and also market belonging to Igbo traders to Fulanis for trade. Has he forgotten? All of these things has not been forgotten. Now, what are we trying to say? Odius Okalu is now trying to prove innocent, act to be innocent, saying that this is no longer a child's play, that now everyone will now be properly checked, irrespective of who you are, your position, and who you, no matter who you are in the society, you must be checked now. Listen to Adams Oshomole. Listen.
That the lead presenter of this bill has said. And the only thing I want to further emphasize is that this bill will also cure the mischief in the Terrorist Act. Because we have seen in the distant past where terrorists apprehended who have killed, maimed, and committed heinous crimes were in the name of de-radicalization. They were arrested, quote and unquote, de-radicalized, retrained, fed with taxpayers' money, and as we know now, some of these guys went back to continue with the acts of terrorism. So my understanding of this reinforcement of the Terrorism Act by including kidnapping is that such disclosure will not be available to anyone, whether in the armed forces or even in the executive. Because we can't spend so much money, expend so much energy to apprehend very dangerous people who have killed, maimed, buried children alive, and in the end when they are apprehended, somebody come from somewhere and say, look, we need to use all sorts of jargons to justify why these guys should not face the wrath of the law, which is to face trial and if committed, sentenced to death. Until people begin to see those who have killed, even in the Bible and the Holy Quran, he who kills has no right to life. And so I believe that by re-emphasizing this law in the manner that the leader of the Senate has very ably articulated all the elements of the law, that the message should be clear. Though discretion are withdrawn. No more de-radicalization. If you are caught after committing heinous crimes, the penalty is death if committed. Thank you, Mr. President, and I want to thank the Senate leader for, very articulate presentation of what I believe is.
What did you hear? You heard it? You heard it, my dear listeners. All of them are now, judging themselves by their own words. See, okay, if we are to follow the statement of Oshomole, do you think that when any of these top leaders are discovered to be the sponsors of the terrorists, do you think that a country like Nigeria will really want to bring them out? Do you think a country like Nigeria will want to really fish them out or expose them? We have them in government. Okay, evidence have proved that El-Rufai is not an innocent soul. Evidence have proved that Gumi is, in fact, the number one chief terrorist. And even the terrorists themselves have come out to speak with their own voice that our leader is Gumi. Even some of these terrorists have come up to expose who their leaders are in Aso Rock. Have they been able to do anything about it?
People, they use their houses to do this thing, including everybody involved, whether security agents, whether it's police, whether it's army, whether it's Navy, Air Force, or lawyer. Anybody will be putting in that bill. We have to reappraise this bill said by a senior leader and push it up so that it will come to a real standard that will protect Nigerians. Nigerians have suffered in the hands of kidnappers. This must stop. I'm a Christian faith. We don't support death penalty, but I support death penalty for this because
now they are in fact they have exposed the whole thing. Now they now made it clear that one of them, the home of one of them is where they are using to do this, to carry out these plans. Now, Odiuzo Kalu is now saying that while we are trying to prepare a bill that will cover the capturing of these terrorists, that we will need to include in that very bill the punishment that will go to anybody discovered to be the one providing apartments for this evil agenda. So they already know how they are doing it, and now they have started exposing themselves. God in heaven, thank you for this. If Nnamdi Kanu did not come up, if this didn't happen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, these people will not know that this is happening. And Adam being Nnamdi Kanu is not in jail, is still in UK. They will say that Nnamdi Kanu is the one all the way from UK funding all of this evil. Now, Nnamdi Kanu is in detention. Nobody is calling his name again. Nobody is calling his name again. Nobody is calling IPOP again. Nobody is saying IPOP is the gunman. IPOP is the terrorist. You see that? Make una help me share this video, because all these people, they will all be exposed. One after the other, they were exposed. Thank you.